So the final trailer, well, what they're calling the final trailer, for The Rise of Skywalker has finally dropped. What are my thoughts? Let's talk about it. That movie is a shit show. What you think you see, what you think you hear, that's what it's about. It's all theater of the mind. No, it's garbage. It's garbage. Mood and atmosphere. Now that I really like. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. So what did I think of the trailer? Well, let me start by saying that this is a good looking trailer. The cinematography looks outstanding. But, I mean, would we expect anything less? Even The Last Jedi looked great. Even the prequels look great. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a, come on. That's self-explanatory. But it looks great. And this definitely feels like a J.J. Abrams Star Wars movie. I said this a few months, or I guess back in April, when the first trailer came out. I said, this looks like a sequel to The Force Awakens. It feels like I could watch The Force Awakens, leapfrog over the garbage shit show that is TLJ, and just watch The Rise of Skywalker, and I wouldn't have missed a beat, because nothing happens in The Last Jedi that is anything I give a shit about. Nothing happens in the story. Nothing happens. Anyway. This is not a Last Jedi rant, but it could be easily turned into one. And I'm somebody that liked The Force Awakens. I liked it. I didn't think it was perfect, but I definitely thought it was what it needed to be to get Star Wars back on track. I liked it a lot. Hated The Last Jedi. So The Rise of Skywalker looks like a sequel to The Force Awakens. And for me, that's a good thing. Loved a lot of the shots, definitely. Loved the Emperor moments and all of it. All the shit that you've seen. Yeah, I liked it. Looks great. And I have a feeling that here's the problem, is that I think it's a trailer. It's a good looking trailer. It's a good trailer. It would have been almost a good first trailer. And because we don't get anything about the story, and I understand that JJ likes to play it close to the vest. Okay, I get that. We don't have to. But I think there's some missed opportunities here. Because, and I don't believe this is JJ's fault. You can disagree, that's fair, but I don't believe it's his fault. The state that Star Wars is in, again, is not JJ's fault. Not everybody liked The Force Awakens, but most people I think were like, okay, right, okay. But Rian Johnson just royally fucked it in the ass with TLJ. So there's only so much JJ can do. He can't retcon everything. There's only so much he can do. So the bar for me has been set, like this movie should be the end game of Star Wars. It should be the Return of the King of Star Wars. It should be one of the greatest cinematic experiences in the history of motion pictures. You are ending the Skywalker saga. You are ending Star Wars, for all intents and purposes, as we know it. There should have been more in this trailer. What are you waiting for? You know how people feel about Star Wars right now. What are you waiting for? Show us Palpatine. Show us something that can make me go, oh, shit. There was none of that. There were a few moments of, oh. But there was never like, oh. No, they didn't. You know what I mean, right? So show us Palpatine, show us Luke. And I get that maybe they're playing, no, but you got to get people excited about this. And that's the job of a trailer, is to get me really fucking excited. You got a lot of work to do. And that's not JJ's fault, okay? Some of you may think it is. I don't believe it is. It's Rian Johnson's fault. But because of the shit show of TLJ, there's only so much JJ can do. And the bar for me has been set like this. And I know it shouldn't be like this. The bar shouldn't be here. It should be fucking, woo! That's where it should be, right? But the bar for me is, if I can leave the theater going, okay, all right, okay, that was good. That was okay. Then we're out of the woods for me. But it should be, holy fucking shit. I agree, it should be. But it can't be. And it can't be because of the way the trilogy was constructed and how that middle chapter fucked things over. So there's no anticipation, not just with the fans, but in terms of the development of the story, of the characters, of the arcs. There's nothing there. You know, there's a little bit there in The Force Awakens. Okay, this is interesting. Interesting beginning. Okay. But then it just goes, and it's like, so now this movie, it's like you have to build that anticipation up and, you know, conclude it all in one film. And it's like, it's almost like I wish there was another movie. I wish they would have, even though it would have broken the trilogy and the tradition, it almost feels like you should have just gone to 10 and signed JJ to another film. Like, so there's some time to breathe and build some arcs again and interesting little things. So there's only so much JJ can do. There is. But the trailer looks good. I just think there's a few missed opportunities. But it looks like a Star Wars movie. It looks like JJ's kind of Star Wars movie. It feels like a JJ Star Wars movie. And for me, I'm okay with that because I like The Force Awakens. I enjoyed it. And I really don't give a frog's fat ass what you think about that. JJ, you fucking JJ Abrams, fuck you. I couldn't care less. So yeah, it looks great. Like, I mean, when I say it looks great, I mean, it looks like a fun adventure. It looks like a sequel to The Force Awakens. And for me, that's a good thing. I just wish they would have had a little more like, come on, man, you got to get us real. It's not me. You got to get in there. Come on, man. Show us like, wow. And maybe they will. Maybe in the subsequent international trailer and maybe in some TV spots, maybe they will. Maybe they will. I don't know. But so far, I'm like, I'm exactly where my expectations have been. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yep. It looks like JJ will probably take a bit of the taste, the bad aftertaste of TLJ out of our mouths, but there's only so much he can take out. Right. And so my expectations look like about where they should be, you know, and if I'm blown away, then it's just icing on the cake. So I liked it. I thought it looked good. You know, it looked like a fun adventure. It's fun to revisit these characters, and it looks like a sequel to The Force Awakens. And it's cool to see Palpatine and the, and all the shit he's, saying. And okay, I'm all right. So yeah, that's how I feel. That's my initial first thoughts. Anyways, folks, my name's Dave McRae. Comment below and let me know your first thoughts. I think it looks like a fucking Star Wars. Yeah, those thoughts are okay too. Let me know. Hey, if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can at facebook.com/manythingsdavemcrae. That's where I tend to post in the meantime and in between time when I'm not posting here. All my links are in the description, as well as links to my Patreon, my merch store, my IMDb, my Twitter, my official website. It's all down there. Check them out until your heart's content. So, yeah. Alrighty. I mean, I'm on board. Yeah, it looks cool. I just think there were some opportunities that were missed. Alrighty. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.